Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. So today we will be doing the 3 watercolor challenge, and it is exactly like the 3 marker challenge if you've heard of that, except for we're using watercolors because the only markers I have are skin tones and that would probably be really boring. So what I have here, I just want to show you that I drew and inked the image ahead of time so the colors wouldn't like mess with it or anything. So I have that already here, and then here I have my watercolors which I'm going to be choosing from. So I have 24 here including this, and I left out my black, so I replaced the turquoise with the black because black, why would you want a black color? Like, that's boring. And then, okay, so this is just an example, I'm not actually choosing, but I folded up, I colored them, and then I numbered this. So this is number 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be this color, I would choose this color, so that's how it works. And they're all folded up. So I can't see the numbers or the colors, and neither can you, so that means, you know, we're good here. So I have 24 little papers here, and I can't see anything, and, you know, I can't see the colors at all. So I'm gonna mix them up, and then, ooh, that one popped out. And then I'm going to choose 3. Okay, so the first one we have here is number 5, so that is this one. It's cadmium red something, I don't know. I'll list the colors in the description after we're done. So there's that. The next one. Oh no. No! Damn it, these colors are not cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have this one. I don't, what is it? Sap green. Damn it, these colors don't go together. Okay, fingers crossed I get something good because this is gonna be a mess. Okay, okay, ready? Alright, of course, and that's this one. It's Viridian hue. Well, that kind of sucks, but we'll see what we got going here. Okay, so hello, I'm back, and as you can see, I did some thumbnails here and tested out the different colors. So here are the 3 colors I chose, and I found out that I can actually make kind of a skin tone with these colors, so that's great. So I don't have to go with green skin like I initially thought was gonna happen. So I did some color tests, and I think I want to have orange hair and then like the green shirt action here. And I began to notice that I'm getting some very strong Fiona from Shrek vibes going on here with the orange and green in her human form. But we're just gonna keep going because that was not my intention. So I'm gonna pretend like that isn't a thing. Hey, what's up? It's me again, coming to you from the future, but not really. Yeah, fun fact, that in that last clip, I kept rambling on and on for like 5 minutes, but it was like incoherent, so I just got rid of that, because you totally needed to know that. Okay, so I'm finally starting with the painting now, and I might be acting a little weird because it's really early / late in the morning. So, I wanted to talk about the 3 watercolor challenge because that's what this video is. So, yes. So I feel like with the 3 watercolor challenge, or even if you do a paint challenge or anything like that, compared to the 3 marker challenge, you can get so much more possibilities and variety of colors with that rather than markers. Whereas with markers, you can blend to some extent. But here, I could totally make a brown to make a skin tone rather than just using the orange and the greens that I got. So I feel like that's a benefit of using paints, where you don't need so many colors, so many individual colors. You can make up your own. And that's kind of the point of the 3 whatever medium you're using challenge, is to show that you don't need every single color that they sell of the tools that you're using, that you can, you know, only have a select few colors but still get awesome results from it. And so that's what's happening here, as you see. And I did feel like a challenging part of this was to get like different tones. Like for example, in the hair, you couldn't really get, well, I mean, kind of to an extent, yes, you could get different darker tones, but in order to shade it, it was kind of hard using just the bright orange that I had. And then for the skin too, like for the darker parts, I added more green, which made it darker, but still, I mean, it would have been, it was just slightly harder to make it look different, and it didn't look quite as like as great as it would have if, you know, you had other tones to mix into that to make it a little more exciting. And so I'm just doing my usual coloring with watercolors. I usually start from the lightest shade, and then I kind of add a quick base layer and then start building up the colors from there. And as I mentioned before, I did the line art before picking the colors, so the colors wouldn't influence anything that I was doing. I kind of highly doubt that they would anyways, but I just wanted to put that out there. And I actually would really like to do one of these again, because like one of my biggest struggles is picking the colors for my drawings after I draw them, because I usually don't have anything in mind. I kind of just draw something randomly and then I don't know what colors to choose for it. So having a more limited color selection would be pretty awesome, honestly. And so now on her shirt, not my shirt, haha, while it's still wet, the paint is still wet, I'm dropping some salt in there so it adds some cool effects, and I feel like that is not like overstepping the boundaries of having only 3 watercolors, because of course you can make some interesting textures, and I don't see why not. And now in her eyelashes, I feel like this looks a little rough, but I'm using the Pilot Pocket Brush pen to add eyelashes, which I've been doing quite often, but on a much smaller scale, because I am currently doing the May We Draw Daily Challenge, gosh, that is hard to say, on Instagram, and that's pretty much drawing every single day in May. And then I've been posting that, but I've been doing it on a much smaller sketchbook, and so I've gotten used to the pen like smaller doing eyelashes like that, but then when it got bigger, on a bigger scale, it's kind of more difficult to control it. So it's just something I'm getting used to slowly. And now on the collar / the sleeves of her shirt, I added some white detailing, and you get a nice good old close-up of that. It's not really interesting, I kind of just like winged it and it doesn't look perfect, but I feel like it adds some pizzazz to it. And so I feel like along with the, oh man, it's almost over. Okay, so I feel like along with the 3 paints, you could have, of course, a liner and then a white gel pen to add some details. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe for more weird videos of me talking at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I will see you in my next one, next week, hopefully. Okay, this will be recording number 16. Let's try to get this in one go, people.